been able to put together in the last 14 years. Then we'll go into what we are looking forward to in 2017 and beyond, based on a lot of the input that we have received from a lot of you. So this is the educate and celebrate axis. As you can see, over the last 14 years, we have been, as Satish said, we have been called various names, and most prominent one is the Rudram group. And you can see Rudram standing tall on that celebrate and educate axis. So most of you are part of this Shatarudriya program that we conduct every month. And our proficiency in delivering and execution of this program is very famous nationwide in various Maharudram programs, Atirudram programs, and also all the hosted events around the valley. So I think most of the students have indicated that they get a lot of practice of Mahanyasam and Rudram chanting and various things that Ram carefully puts together during the celebration of this. And we have all the courses that we've learned over the years, they come together very well in this celebration of this particular program. Now, as many of you know, I have spent over 12 years at AVGF, and if you see the rest of the material like Udakashanti, Mahasauram, and Mahanarana Upanishad, so Ram has spent a lot of time teaching us, and we have practiced a lot. But because the celebration aspect of these programs has not taken up as well as the Shatarudra event, I mean, you can see those dwarfing in comparison with the Rudra Prashant. So just learning in the class is one aspect, but once we put it to the celebrate aspect is when all of it comes together in a group dynamic setting. So some of the celebration goals and outlook that we are planning for will center around this dynamic. Okay, so obviously our mission is educate and celebrate. So what we are looking forward to, we constantly seek feedback from all our students who go through the courses and all the districts who participate in our programs and help celebrate. So one of the things is that we have to be constantly running a foundational course so that people can get in and get comfortable. So when we started, for a long time, we had a 4.5 hour course being run by Ram at his house, and people who used to come there used to feel intimidated because of the intensity of the course. So then we started getting into the 200 level courses where we run one material for 4 months or so, people get comfortable with the entire material. So then when we started branching into that focused areas, there are new people coming in who wanted more foundational courses. So in 2007 we are going to run a lot of these foundational courses constantly in parallel with the 200 level courses that most of you participate in, right? Couple of years ago we requested the community's interest in having the kids trained AVGF style in learning some of the basic stuff. And there was a lot of positive feedback, and based on that, we are actively exploring the opportunity of opening up youth courses in 2017. Our regular spring and fall courses will run as usual, and then we have the advanced course where people who are comfortable with the regular 200 level courses get invited to, depending on their motivation and the time they can spend for the advanced course. In the last couple of years, we have seen tremendous growth of interest in this advanced course. So here, it's not only material, but also the group dynamics, because this group is responsible for the celebration of all of the events. So there we not only learn the material, we also practice together so that we, in terms of recognizing the divine within ourselves, we first have to recognize this kind of sound we can produce, nada. And this advanced course is the place where all of it comes together before we go on to the events. So I hope that more and more people can spare the time to join these advanced levels, so that our celebrations are that much more spectacular. And then I think Satish has talked about the retreat. We are looking forward to implementing some of that in 2017. On the Celebrate axis, we have a grand 2017 season coming up. We have a couple of grand events lined up for Makar Sankranti, including the one at Mahakaleshwar. And then we have this 2016 is when we started the Mahashivratri event, private hosted, closed hosted event, and that's going to be there this 2017 also. And then we have the Tucson public event. Then we are thinking of Vasanta Navaratri celebrations, Sharan Navaratri celebrations. Last year, in 2016, we did the Sharan Navaratri celebrations with a grand Durga Homa. Most of us have been taught Durga Suktam, and then we saw that in a celebratory form when we performed the Durga Homa. So we will have that this year, 2017 also. This Kartika Masa, as all of you have supported and participated, we had 3 Shatarudras being performed to celebrate the auspicious Kartika Masa. And 2017, we are thinking of scaling it up. So that's there. And then the last but not the least, this touches upon what Ram talked about on the Jnana and Samskriti axis. We're planning a Samskritika Utsava late next year, probably around this time. This is completely planned by AVGF, and this is going to be a choreographed event. And we definitely look forward to a lot of help in terms of creative ideas and execution, and even donations to help execute this particular event. So this is the grand plan for 2017.
Well, that was
on the axis of how people graduate through the ranks in terms of proficiency, and also being able to mentor or teach the more basic level courses, so that we have a lot of courses running. So we need help with instructors. 2016 has seen Seema, Shiv, Shankar, and few others who are able to step up, and Subramaniam, Sridhar, they have stepped up and taught courses this year. So we would like to see more of the senior students engaging in this activity next year. Then publications. I think both Ram and Satish touched upon in terms of publications. It's not only the class material that goes out for each of our courses, but we have other ideas in terms of IP creation that we need creative input and help execute. And of course, running all these courses takes a lot of planning and logistics. We have Shankar and Shiv handling this, but when we have these expanded courses, we would like to enlist the help of more people so that we can execute on those. Celebrate. This is a tough one, but I think we are doing a great job of executing on this, but to the scale that we want to expand, we would like to see some more help. In Tucson, Subramaniam and Sharada have been able to implement a great model where they take care of all the logistics, enlisting the hosting sponsors and everything. So obviously Phoenix area is much bigger, and we would like to see a large number of volunteers take on that role and implement a similar thing here to help us celebrate some of the more important events on a grand scale. So we have different regions of Phoenix where we would like to see this model replicated.
On that note, Subramaniam and Sharada have graciously offered to mentor anybody who wants to actually do this thing so they can replicate the program. That's part of being an instructor.
So forget this corporate title director a little bit, but what we want to target in terms of volunteer help is sales sounds, very
Transactions.
transactional, but it's not, it's not that transactional. We all have friends who are celebrating with, Ram showed us the life axis, where there are huge number of, events that are occurring in individuals' lives, and we all have friends that, celebrate various things. And what we want to see is how AVGF, with its delivery style and program execution, can help all of our friends, celebrate their unique events with a, distinct AVGF, flavor. So when you talk to your friends, because you're all aware of the kind of material we learn, and also you're all familiar with our execution style. So if you can, be the bridge between, AVGF and the community in helping, set up these special celebrations, customized celebrations, then I think that will go a long way in achieving our vision. So we already do a number of custom hosted, events. People come to us and specifically talk about what they're celebrating for their parents or for themselves or for their kids. But we would like to see more of that. I will go back to the example for the Shanti. We've learned for 3.5 years. We learned the Shanti, most of us, and this can be applied to Seemantam, Gೃಹಪ್ರವೇಶಂ, Upanayanam, anytime. So it's basically cleansing the ambience before performing these holy events. So AVGF has well-trained team that can help celebrate all these occasions. So we would like all of the students to be aware of this, and also when your friends have these events occurring, be able to speak to our ability to help them with these particular aspects. So that's something that we are definitely asking you to act as the AVGF ambassadors, for lack of a better term. And then of course all these events take planning and logistics, and we get a lot of help. Otherwise we would not be able to do any of it. When it comes to all these volunteers with AVGF, there are never too many cooks in the kitchen. So please don't be shy in stepping forward with any of these. So, it's not that someone else owns it. We're all a team, and because of that harmony, we have definitely been able to come this far. And hopefully, together as a team, we'll be able to execute on the vision that Ram has outlined. In terms of communication, I don't know how many of you know, but we have a Facebook presence. We regularly post pictures of our events, and also we have a good editorial team that publishes various snippets of wisdom from what we learn from our classes. But in terms of media, photos and videos, and for all the events and everything, we are always looking for more people, because when we sit in different angles, we are looking for some spectacle. I think when one of the homas, there was someone who took a picture that the homa, the fire was in the form of Om. So that was a brilliant capture. So while you are chanting, if you are able to capture these unique things, obviously we would like to share with the public at large. So in terms of executing our vision, I think these three are very important, and I don't want to say that the order in which we have listed these is not immaterial. It is, it is material. So people talking about capabilities and intercepting them with the friends events, the friends life events is definitely a top priority, and followed by these two. So please join in terms of helping us grow and execute on our vision.
What Surya is trying to say is it's really, really, really taking a lot of, we really need help in these areas. And he's been carrying the brunt of the work.